This is the second time since its formation in 2015 that the Emergency Operations Center has been operationalized. It was activated due to a breach of the sea defense, which resulted in flooding. The situation has affected approximately 400 households across 65 coastal communities over a stretch of 148 kilometers. Responding to the situation on Tuesday, stakeholders from various agencies apprised the media of the damage caused by floodwaters. The agencies also revealed the steps that are being taken to prevent a similar incident as the next spring tide is expected on Saturday, October 26. Minister of Public Infrastructure, the Honorable David Patterson, indicated that keen attention is being paid to a particular stretch of sea defense in Danzig on the east coast of the Marara. He noted that this specific area is where the ministry has undertaken corrective works.
Since early on in the year, due to the weather patterns and those things, the area land access to this particular area was compromised. So therefore, we were actually doing interventions from March of 2019.
The urgent press conference initially heard from the Ministry of the Presidency's Director General, Joseph Harmon. He noted that a considerable amount of money has already been spent on the area and an application will be made to secure additional monies via the contingency fund to continue interventions. The monies, he noted, will only be requested once all of the ministries and agencies complete assessments, since it will cover interventions at all levels. These will cater not only to infrastructure and emergency works needed to bring much-needed relief to citizens who are affected, but also to health, among others.
We want to be very clear and to be very sure that what we're asking for has to do with this emergency, so that, as in previous years when people use emergencies to do all sorts of different things, we are very precise about what it is that we're doing. And so at the level of the Ministry of Public Infrastructure, at the level of the Ministry of Social Protection, the level of the Ministry of the Communities, at the level of the Ministry of Public Security, Public Health, and the Civil Defense Commission, that there are people who are actually working now to see what is necessary to approach the Ministry of Finance.
Taking into consideration the current situation of the spring tide, the fact that climate change is occurring and will continue in this century and beyond, and the fact that the majority of the affected areas are low-lying, Minister Patterson spoke of what is needed in the future to prevent similar occurrences.
One, we have to build climate-resilient infrastructure. And obviously the long-term situation is to anticipate how much higher this wave actions would be in, say, another 20, 30 years, and build our infrastructure to be able to withstand that. The medium-term issue, the short-term is to close the beach. The medium-term issue is to construct a full riprap structure along that entire stretch. Of course, that is an expensive undertaking.
The opposition and civil society members will be briefed on the efforts, flood impacts, and updated on the situation as it unfolds. The Civil Defense Commission and ministerial teams are spearheading relief efforts in the affected areas. Works on a sea defense breach at Maikoni, which was exacerbated by the spring tides, continue. Residents in low-lying and riverine areas are advised to take the necessary precautions during the next spring tide on Saturday, October 26, and to heed advice provided by the CDC in preparations ahead of that expected tide. Paul McAdam for InfoHub.